video is strictly for educational purposes only. I do not condone or glorify the use of drugs. How's it going, everyone? My name is Fish, and today I'll be covering my favorite over-the-counter nootropics for treating obsessive compulsive disorder. OCD is characterized by having intrusive, unwanted thoughts or repetitive neurotic behaviors that negatively impact one's quality of life. Moreover, OCD varies on a case-to-case basis, and it affects everyone in different ways. For example, if you find yourself constantly worrying about irrelevant topics and you're stuck in your head about things that don't matter, you would be suffering with OCD. Other behaviors that are indicative of OCD include hoarding, irrational fears, germaphobes, or even being a perfectionist.
That's OCD. That's crazy.
OCD can be incredibly tough to deal with, but luckily there are ways to manage it with legal supplements that you might have not considered yet. Let's get into it. The first supplement, which is my personal favorite for OCD, is called N-acetylcysteine. Otherwise known as NAC, this is the precursor to the amino acid cysteine. The primary mechanism in which NAC treats OCD is how it modulates the glutamate system. Glutamate is the most critical neurotransmitter that your brain uses due to the fact that it functions as the courier that broadcasts signals between neurons. Glutamate is the main excitatory neurotransmitter in the brain, and its dysregulation is implicated in obsessive and compulsive desires.
You are so obsessing about this.
NAC will reduce glutamate hyperactivity and help restore balance by regulating the brain's excitatory and inhibitory systems. Many people claim that NAC is the most effective over-the-counter solution for OCD and may be more effective than SSRIs. NAC can reduce ruminating thoughts and make you more capable and resilient when dealing with those thoughts.
It ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward.
That way you don't let your thoughts fester in your head and become trapped in a never-ending thought loop. In the systematic review here, it was concluded that NAC reduces the severity of OCD symptoms and is well tolerated with minimal side effects. Preliminary studies demonstrate that it can reduce cravings for marijuana and nicotine. Additionally, it helps alleviate withdrawal symptoms in those addicted to stimulants and diminishes the likelihood of relapse. Since substance abuse is mainly driven by obsessive and compulsive urges, NAC is particularly effective when addressing those issues. I always use NAC when I take a tolerance break from smoking ganj. Once you begin taking it, you'll start to see benefits after about a week and even more after several weeks of usage. In this video here, I explain the dosage protocol as well as other key benefits that NAC yields. Next up on this list, we have L-theanine. This is an amino acid primarily found in tea leaves and is known for its relaxing properties on the nervous system. OCD is often accompanied by high levels of anxiety, which can exacerbate symptoms. By promoting relaxation and reducing anxiety, L-theanine can help alleviate some of the distress associated with OCD.
That's OCD, right?
The bad kind.
L-theanine has been shown to reduce the stress hormone, cortisol. Elevated cortisol levels can worsen anxiety and stress, which trigger OCD symptoms. Taking theanine will mitigate this as well as enhancing GABA production. GABA helps maintain a state of calmness and balance in the brain, which can contribute to mental and emotional well-being. Since theanine increases GABA, it'll reduce the amount of overthinking associated with OCD and calm down excessive behaviors or bad habits.
Just calm down. Like, chill.
Additionally, theanine has the capability of promoting alpha brainwaves that improve cognitive flexibility and focus. This alone can help individuals break free from rigid thought patterns and ruminating behaviors. When I take a gram of L-theanine, it brings me a feeling of calmness and serenity. It isn't as sedative as benzodiazepines, but it absolutely works for calming myself down if I'm either overly stressed or too stimulated. The fact that L-theanine enhances GABA, reduces glutamate, and promotes alpha brainwaves are the key reasons it's effective for OCD. Right here's a video where I talk about how theanine is one of the most effective amino acids for decreasing stress and anxiety levels. The third supplement on this list is magnesium glycinate. This compound consists of the mineral magnesium bound to glycine. Most magnesium supplements have awful bioavailability, meaning that the magnesium is poorly absorbed and many of it goes to waste. The glycinate form is known for its high bioavailability and gentle effect on the digestive system. Additionally, glycine itself has calming properties, which can further support relaxation and stress reduction.
So, just sit back and relax, my lord.
Magnesium glycinate can manage OCD symptoms through its effects on neurotransmitters, stress, and neuroplasticity. Magnesium acts as a natural blocker of NMDA receptors. Overactivation of NMDA receptors may lead to excessive hyperactivity in thinking and behavior that are hallmarks of OCD. Since magnesium prevents this, it can help stabilize normal neuronal activity.
I want to be normal. Normal.
It influences the activity of several neurotransmitters that are implicated in OCD, including serotonin, GABA, and glutamate. Furthermore, it modulates the activity of the 𝗵𝗵𝗺𝗺𝗺𝗺 axis, which is involved in the body's response to stress. This individual on Reddit claims that after trying numerous treatments for OCD, magnesium was the only one that worked. He claims that only after 3 days, magnesium reduced his symptoms by 50%, and after a week, all symptoms were completely gone. As a side note, he mentions that he's a psychiatry resident and would recommend it to patients suffering with consistent anxiety. About half of those people would report back with life-changing improvements. Regarding my OCD, magnesium helps by reducing the amount of intrusive thoughts thoughts I get. Some may still arise, but I'm able to ignore and deal with them much easier. Over in this video, I explain why magnesium glycinate is considered by many as the best overall form of magnesium. Last on this list, we have taurine. This is an amino acid that has various roles in the central nervous system, including modulation of neurotransmission and neuroprotection. By protecting neurons, it stabilizes cell membranes and maintains proper cell function. Its neuroprotective and antioxidant properties can potentially alleviate some of the underlying neurological issues related to OCD. Unlike the other amino acids on this list, taurine boasts energizing effects, which is why it's contained in most energy drinks like Red Bull, Monster, Celsius, and 5-Hour Energy. It's a super clean energy boost that also has calming properties which smoothen out the energy and make it feel natural.
Natural. It's made out of energy.
Taurine also regulates cortisol levels, thereby reducing the impact of stress on the brain and body and calming down OCD symptoms. This individual says that taurine is great for reducing pointless mind chatter such as song lyrics or background noise that gets stuck in their head. I use taurine a few times a week for the energy boost, and I find myself having a less cluttered mind state when I take it. I made this video here where I explain how taurine is a super cheap way to naturally boost energy levels. In summary, these supplements are all viable ways at mitigating and treating OCD symptoms. Remember, finding the right combination and dosage of supplements may take some trial and error, but at the very least, you're taking the right steps to becoming your best self. If you only want to try one, start with NAC first, as that is the most effective. If that doesn't work, you can experiment with the other three or take them all together to complete the ultimate OCD nootropic stack. On the other hand, most prescription medications used to treat OCD all consist of SSRIs. Selective serotonin reuptake inhibitors work by increasing serotonin levels within the brain. The downside is that SSRIs have a high possibility of inducing unwanted side effects. Plus, you have to schedule frequent doctor appointments to monitor the efficacy of the prescription. That being said, there are other alternative supplements with less side effects that you can use to increase serotonin levels if your OCD is caused by serotonin imbalances. Watch this video next on about 5 of my favorite supplements for boosting serotonin. Serotonin influences mood, stress, appetite, sleep, and OCD. Looking into those supplements will assist you in normalizing your cognition and behaviors once and for all. My name is Fish and I stay low key. Peace out.